Welcome back to Copper Age Gold. We are at Monroe Comic Con. We are going to check this thing out. I've never been to Monroe Comic Con. I'm super excited. We're going to show you all the cool stuff here at Monroe Comic Con. Welcome back to Copper Age Gold. We are at Monroe Comic Con and we are hanging out with Arthur Saddam, amazing artist. How's it going, man?
It goes, man. It goes.
Yeah? So you're, of course, the creator and artist of the very first edition of Marvel Zombies. Tell us about that and how it came about and your involvement.
Okay, yeah. The creators were, it was a team of us.
Yeah.
So it was me, it was Robert Kirkman.
Right.
I was the editor. It was John Barber. Then it was Sean drawing the interiors. Yeah, so it was a team project, basically. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that became a huge hit.
Changed the world.
Yeah.
Changed the world. It actually prompted the whole zombie phenomenon. It came like when the Beatles came over. So, yeah.
So, yeah, it became a runaway hit, and Marvel Zombies #1 sold out and has been reprinted lots of times. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, a lot of the books from the first series sold out right away, including once we finished the series, when the trade paperbacks started to come out, they were all selling out like 1 or 2 or 3 days as well. So Marvel kept coming back to me. That's why there's so many covers, because people were buying them just to get the covers.
We need more.
Yeah, people were buying them just to get the covers, and they were. They didn't even read them until the trade paperback came out.
Yeah,
and then once the trade paperback came out, it won all the won the Spike Award.
Wow!
Best comic of the year, best artist of the year, best writer of the year. So it won everything.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, and they had been pitching The Walking Dead for many years to a lot of studios, and they got rejected by all studios because the studios all said, well, zombies aren't hot. Nobody cares about zombies. And,
right?
Yeah, so...
Shows what they know, right?
What happened was, so fast forward 5 years later, when Marvel Zombies, there were 3 books that came out to start both things.
Yeah.
Marvel Zombies vs. Army of Darkness, and then Raise the Dead. Okay. So those 3 series are what started the whole thing. And then all of a sudden... I said it came like when the Beatles came over, and everybody started to put zombies in their computer games and in their car commercials. Get a total commercial with zombies driving the car.
Zombies were hot.
That's what started. It started with Marvel Zombies.
Gotcha. So Disney Plus is releasing a brand new Marvel Zombies series upcoming in like a week now.
Correct.
So how crazy is that? And what is your involvement? Do you have any?
Cool. Basically, our environment, so mine and Robert's environment, is really they use our stuff.
Okay.
Basically. So our stuff is
the story?
Foundation for the stories.
Okay. Gotcha.
And all the character designs and all that.
Awesome.
So I did all that, and then Robert did all the universe of the Marvel Zombies. Robert's really responsible for that.
Right on. Well, I just want to thank you, man. I very much appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Make sure you check out Arthur Saddam and Monroe Comic Con. Welcome back to Copper Age Gold. We are at Monroe Comic Con and we are hanging out with our buddy Dirk Manning. How's it going, man?
Good to see you, my friend. How are you?
Oh, great, man. Having a good time at Monroe Comic Con.
Yeah. It's amazing how much this show has grown over the years. It's such a testament to Gary and his family and stuff like that pulled us together.
Yeah.
I've talked to several people who this has been their first Monroe Comic Con, and they're just really blown away at what they're seeing. It's just fantastic to see it get to this point.
It's crazy because you mentioned that, because this is my first Monroe Comic Con. Because the way it works for me is usually I go down to Cincinnati Comic Expo, and that's generally around the same time. So I hardly ever get to come here. So
I wasn't going to put you on blast, but
no, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
Other people too have said the same thing. Like, this is the first time they've been here because due to conflicts. And they're just blown away at what he's doing with this convention. It's just
it's a really cool show. I would highly recommend it to anyone who's thinking about coming for sure. All right, man. So I've heard there's some pretty big news in the Dirk Manning world, man. So I have heard that you have officially been named publisher for Source Point Press. Is that correct?
That is correct. It is officially official. I am the new publisher at Source Point Press. Nothing I aspired to do, but here we are, right? I've always fancied myself kind of like Batman to the Justice League of the publishers I work with. I come in, I do my thing, and then I go back and tend to my area.
Right.
But really what this came down to is when a situation came up to assume the position of publisher at Source Point Press, it's going to allow me the opportunity to open up to a lot of other creators, a lot of the opportunities I've had for, over 2 decades of my career.
Right. So That's amazing, man. And
Yeah.
this is on top of you still creating and writing
Yes.
as well, correct?
Oh yeah, not going anywhere there. My new book, Tales of Mystery, Volume 6, Blood for Blood, is launching on Kickstarter in October. I'm still releasing books. I am still a creator first. It's still weird to kind of identify like as publisher as well, because I like to think I'm more like a creator who is now also publisher at a very well-known publisher who is really focusing on other creator-owned graphic novels, and helping just give that access to comic book stores, Barnes and Noble, Amazon, things like that for their work. The people out there doing the grind, give them some of those opportunities to get their work out to wider audiences as well.
Right on, man. That's super cool, man, that you're able to help other creators who are just maybe starting to, you know, find their way in comics or whatever it happens to be.
And it's interesting that you say that, because there are some creators who they're just getting started on their journey, and we've signed them with SourcePoint. Then there's some veterans, people I've known for most of my career, that are jumping into SourcePoint because of what we're doing here. So it's a really neat mix where I will tell you, we're announcing our first wave of creators of books that are going to be in Lunar and things like that at New York Comic Con.
Oh, so that's not too far away, right?
Not too far away at all.
All right.
The Retailer Day at New York Comic Con, we're announcing our first wave of books. It's a pretty powerful lineup. I'm really
so you
excited.
might as well just spill everything right now, right? I mean,
I will tell you, I don't think people will be very surprised at what one of the first books might be. I really shouldn't say anything until New York, but you know,
you heard it here first.
You haven't heard anything because I haven't said anything.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, you know, started. Awesome. Yeah, we're coming out of the box hot. Awesome. Do 2 to 3 graphic novels a month. Really focus on the creators. Really be a creator-forward publisher. So I'm really excited to have this opportunity to.
Awesome,
to
man. Well,
happen.
we are very happy for you. We're in your corner, and we'll be watching to see all the cool things coming. SourcePoint Press.
I appreciate you. Thank you, my friend.
I was recruited to draw the characters for merchandise initially.
Okay.
But then I started doing art for advertising, publishing. Part of that was books, magazines. And we had a magazine called The Simpsons Illustrated. And in that magazine, we had a comic section. So I got to draw the first Simpsons comic strip.
Wow.
And that was my first time drawing comics ever.
Wow.
So it was like a fulfillment of that childhood dream to draw comics.
Wow.
And the magazine section, the comic section, grew every issue. So it got to be like about, I think, 10 pages.
Right.
And we ended up doing an annual the second year. And someone, maybe Matt or Steve Vance, who was the editor at the time, decided to make it an all comics issue, and then decided to make it comic book size rather than magazine size.
Right.
And that became the first Simpsons comic book.
Wow.
That sold so well that it gave Matt Groening the confidence to start his own comic book company.
Wow.
Which was Funko Comics.
That's amazing.
And I was on board from the beginning, and that's how I got into the comic book business.
Well, that's crazy, man. And of course, The Simpsons spawned so many more titles, so many more characters.
Yeah.
And you're continuing to draw to this day, correct?
Yeah, the comics don't exist anymore. Bongo closed its doors back in 2018. But I'm still drawing the characters for merchandise and games and all kinds of things.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for your time. I very much appreciate it.
You're welcome.